Peeps, this is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. I am Glass.
I'm Brandon.
There's Tag Team Tandem out there in Sports Talk on YouTube. We're about to give you our NBA conference semifinal picks. But first off, we're going to give you a recap of what happened last week, and we're going to expound a little bit on this Mark Jackson firing, which we still scratching our head on. But first, let's do the recap. Now, let's go to the Mark Jackson situation now real quick, get that out the way. I'm ticked because I know, you know what, the owner could do what he wanted to do with his team. He paid the billions of dollars or millions of hundreds of millions of dollars for the team. You do whatever you want.
Right.
All I want to know is what's the explanation of firing a coach 3 years in before he even got up in there? You didn't even sniff the playoffs. Mark Jackson get up in there, got the numbers real quick. Mark Jackson get up in there. First year he goes 23-43, fourth place in the division. The following year he goes 47-35, and I think they beat the Nuggets in the first round last year. This year they take the Clippers, which is I think is definitely a championship caliber team. Take them to 7 games, finished off with a 51-31 record, second in division, and you gonna fire him? Don't get me wrong. Coaches and ownership bump heads all the time, but what did he say other than calling you outside your name to warrant a firing after the record that he gave you? That's all I'm saying. Give me an explanation, because just like me and you said off the air, I even understand if you fire him and you got coaching waiting, like a Phil Jackson.
Right.
Or Van Gundy, or I don't even know who else out there. If you have somebody out there waiting, I can see that. But you're going to fire your coach and don't have a backup, I'm lost on that one, man. It is ticking me off a little bit because I like Mark Jackson. I like what he did for the Golden State Warriors. And you just going to trash him like that? What you think about it, man?
Well, first of all, I don't agree with them firing him, but like you said, you must have been bumping heads with management some kind of way. I mean, really bumping heads.
Right.
Because of the, he took potential championship team to a game 7 or whatever. And they've been winning since he got things going over there.
Right.
But you got to look at. I look at it two ways. One, this is the owner of an NBA team, a successful NBA team now with a successful coach.
Right.
I'm kind of like, okay, even though we don't know what his plan is, he got to have somebody else in mind already. You just don't roll over in the morning and say, you know what? Now think about what he said to me yesterday. He out of here. You just
Right.
You just don't do that.
Right.
Especially the NBA owner, you just don't do that to a successful franchise. It's different if they was only won 12 games.
Right.
So he got to have a backup plan outside of the backup plan.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
Two, okay, it came quickly. Came very quickly. So you kind of think, okay, you remember back before the Bulls started winning championships, how Reinsdorf fired Doug Collins. Everybody was like, what the hell is he doing? What's going on? There was Phil, who saw Phil Jackson being a coach, he was on the bench.
Right.
Who knew it? Who saw it? But, he figured that, and I know it's all type of other stories going along with that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottom line is, and I think to this day after I've been watching the games over years and that whatever, analyzing it, that maybe, well, just like back then, he thought Doug Collins wasn't the coach to take the Bulls to the next level, which was a championship level, So
Okay.
It's very possible, I'm not saying it's so, that he feared Mark Jackson is not his coach to take them to the next level.
Okay.
That's very possible, So I agree with you, but I thought about it and I was like, we kind of had the same feeling. Maybe it was a little stronger back then, us being Bulls fans, but we just couldn't understand how the hell you fire, Doug Collins. That's the man. He bringing teams start winning, we're getting players now. How do you just fire them?
Mm-hmm.
Owners, they know what they know.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming that'll come out a little later. You know, a more definitive explanation as to why this took place besides them bumping heads. I mean, that's a given right there.
Right.
You know.
Okay. Okay. I got you. And I guess my thing is, I'm trying to keep it PG. I guess my thing is, the rumors I've heard, Steve Kerr's in the mix. Our coach Tom Thibodeau's in the mix. And I think Van Gundy's in the mix. Number one, I'm gonna be highly ticked if the Bulls get rid of our coach. For what?
And that'll be crazy too. I mean, he got 3 more years.
Right, but there's rumors where who just lost the coach?
The Lakers.
The Lakers, right? Want to talk to
I wouldn't let. Hey, he under contract for 3 more years. No, dude, you can't talk to nobody.
Okay, you with me? You on the same boat?
Right? No,
in the same mind.
not saying that you will leave, but I don't even want them thinking.
Right.
Or that they got a shot at.
They have a chance.
Right. No.
Yeah, let's squash that right now. We're not taking no calls.
No. Right.
Don't even try.
How many picks
Steve Kerr. Okay, bro, check this out. Steve Kerr. Why is he the flavor of the month when it comes to coaching? That's another one I'm trying to figure out.
You know why?
Why?
Because the media says he is.
The flavor, he has no coaching experience.
Yeah, but he has front office experience.
Okay.
He has front office experience. Your coach, Mark Jackson, didn't have no coaching experience. You know? So you the flavor. And look, the media make you and the media break you. If the media say you the next hot thing, damn it, you the next hot thing.
Okay.
All right? Until they say that you're not.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get back on this situation later when stuff comes out. We'll cam up and get back on this. But it just boggles my mind how, not even just Mark Jackson, they saying Frank Vogel's on the hot seat. He's in the playoffs. They saying Scott Brooks on the hot seat. He's still playing in the playoffs. I mean, if you're making the playoffs, you would think your job is secure. Everybody's not gonna make it to championship. You kind of get what I'm saying? So it's I'm kind of perplexed on on those situations there on the coaching carousel. That's just me.
I don't know. Then there could be no loyalty for his ownership. You know. You know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they got so much money that they don't even care about paying out contracts if you ain't even coaching.
Exactly.
Hey, get out of here. I ain't feeling you this week.
Right. Yeah. It's like, you know what? I got my coach in mind. If he's available, I'll pay you. You get up out of here, bring him up in. That's basically what they're saying. You know, they got so much money, they could do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on to we're going to recap what the first round, which was very competitive, intense. I enjoyed almost every series of the first round, with the exception of our Chicago Bulls getting booted out by the Washington Wizards. But the Washington Wizards are for real. I take that. They just showed me they serious about doing this. So, hats off to the Washington.
So, about the Bulls Wizards series, real quick.
Okay.
And I put myself in the same category. I didn't take Washington serious for one of two reasons. One, I don't really watch Washington.
Who does? I thought.
Exactly. But they got a squad over there. You know, now I don't know. Sooner or later, experience will, you know, come into play. They won the first game yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they ran back
in Indiana away from.
So I'm not sure if they. Well, we ain't made our picks yet, but yeah, that's okay. They did good. They ran right by the Bulls. You know, hey.
Okay.
They ran right by them, but that tells you all that did was show you exactly what the Bulls need. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna.
I'll save everything else.
Okay. Cool. All right, we're gonna proceed with the recap from the first round with the Pacers, Indiana Pacers, Atlanta Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
I went Pacers in 5. You went Pacers in 5. Pacers in 7. We'll talk about the Pacers in a minute. So we was cool on that one. Next one was Miami Heat against the Charlotte Bobcats. We both gave Charlotte Bobcats a game. So we said Heat in 5, both of us. The Heat swept the Bobcats. So we still good. We picked the team. We just missed by 1 game.
Right.
Next one is Toronto Raptors against the Brooklyn Nets. I picked Nets in 6. You picked Nets in 7. Nets in 7. You was absolutely correct on that one. Chicago Bulls, Washington Wizards. Both of us went Bulls in 5. We crapped out Washington. It was Washington in 5.
Right.
San Antonio Spurs, Dallas Mavericks. I went Spurs in 6. Well, both of us went Spurs in 6. It was Spurs in 7. We was cool on that one. Memphis Grizzlies, Oklahoma City Thunder. I went Thunder in 7. You went Thunder in 5. It was Thunder in 7. I was absolutely correct on that one. So we 1-1 actually with the correctness. Los Angeles Clippers, Golden State Warriors. I went Clippers in 5. You went Clippers in 6. It was Clippers in 7.
Hey.
It's just been that good, I have to admit.
Right.
Next one was the Houston Rockets against the Portland Trail Blazers. We both went Rockets in 7. It was Trail Blazers in 6. So all in all, we crapped out in 2. So I get with that. I'm not complaining.
Right.
So now let's proceed to the here and now. We in the conference semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
First up, we have the Indiana Pacers and the Washington Wizards. Game already been played. Washington won. I can't remember what score it was, but before this all started, I picked the Indiana Pacers to go up against the Miami Heat. After All-Star break, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know where the wheels fell off at, but man, Paul George was out of sync. Lance Stevenson was out of sync. But what the hell happened to Roy Hibbert? This man, listen, he went 3 games without scoring out of 4 that regular season games. We talking about playoff games. He had 0 points. And the game yesterday, and I thought it was just me when I'm watching the game, but after the end, I seen what they were saying. He didn't score a point. He didn't grab a rebound. This man is 7'2", 290 pounds. You couldn't give me a rebound? Okay, I'm cool with the points. You couldn't grab me Drew Gooden, I think he snatched 13 boards. Drew Gooden snatched 13 boards from you. That didn't make no sense. You might as well call him the other Bynum. You already got one Andrew Bynum on the bench. This dude was doing the same thing he was doing. Now, I don't know what's going on off the court. I keep hearing rumors, but that don't still. It's past his head not being in the game. He is not in the game. Period. Literally. So, man, I don't. If they don't have Roy Hibbert, they're not going anywhere. It's real talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if Paul George go back to his all-star form. I don't care. Dude, they got to figure out, they need to send this fool to a shrink, to a hypnotist, something. Get this stuff together for the next game. But with that being said, I don't even have to go nowhere. If Roy Hibbert's not 100% in, they done. So from what I'm seeing right now, let's not shortchange Washington Wizards. They for real. John Walls, Bills, and Ariza, and Nene.
Right.
I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with Washington. They showed me they could win on the road because they have been winning on the road. They beat Chicago, beat the brakes off Chicago. Man, dude, I'm gonna go Washington in Do I want to give Indiana 2 games? I'm gonna be gracious and give them 2 games. Yeah, I'm gonna say Washington in 6. What say you? I'm putting it down on paper now because
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with what Indianapolis putting out on the table. So Indiana putting out on the table.
Right. And you know what? Indiana, they balling. I mean, Washington, they balling. I don't know what happened with the Pacers in game 1, but I'm gonna tell you what Hibbert problem is.
What's his problem though?
Man, he got a woman somewhere, man. It's a woman. Putting them through it, man. I don't know what to.
He's married, right?
I don't know.
I think he's married.
Whether it's his wife or his girlfriend, it's of a different gender.
Okay.
It's got him off his square. You
All
know,
right.
that's the only thing that can. What else could do? What else could it be? That's the only thing that can mentally get you off your square like that. I mean, you can be having trouble at the free throw line. You know, you can blow a dunk, and you know it mess with you for 2-3 minutes up and down the court. But now he been gone for a couple months now.
Bruh, dude is mentally paralyzed, man. Let's just put it out there. He can't think. He can't
I
jump.
know they almost tempted us not to waste no minutes on him.
Right.
But they pay him.
Like I said before, you might as well put Bynum up in there.
They pay him too much not to do that though. They pay him too much.
Yeah.
But one thing I do agree with, if he don't play, they will lose. If he start playing, and then how much of this goes back on to the coach? How much of this,
No, the coach gonna wait. The coach gonna take the fall. He's gonna have to take the fall for it. But you can't blame the coach on this. That's just me.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna take the blame for it. So if Hibbert don't show, if Hibbert start playing, if he shows up, the Pacers will win this series because I think from man to man, the Pacers still a better team. That's what I think. Now
Okay.
the Walls, they running up and down the court. Ariza hitting his shots right now and all that, but I still think the Pacers, even though they lost game 1, I think the Pacers are a better team. And if he get his head together, I'll go with Pacers in 6, even though they lost the first game. But if he don't, my goodness.
A whole lot of heads gonna roll off of this one. If the Pacers bow out on this one.
Yeah. Then the league gonna blame Hibbert.
Yeah. I mean, dude, come on now. Do you blame him? The man's 7'2", 290, and you can't grab me a rebound. Let's not even talk about the point.
Right. The ball will bounce to you by accident.
Exactly. Guards grabbing more rebounds than you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is.
It'll come out. We'll be watching it on 30-30.
Right. Exactly. Right, so
yeah.
Okay. So I went with the Wizards in 6. You went with the Pacers in 6. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Next game up, we got the Miami Heat. It's gonna be a real physical, intense game. Downfall, we don't know if it's rust or rest. Miami Heat been sitting around damn near a week healing up. Dwayne Wade needed this time to heal up. I'm sure LeBron needed his time to heal up. So I think it's helping them more so than hindering them. And the Brooklyn Nets, they messed up by taking Toronto all the way to the game 7. They should have finished them off early. But not knocking Toronto. Just like the Wizards, Toronto showed me they for real. They just need some down low presence. They're gonna be on it.
Right.
So with that being said, you could say what could happen. Brooklyn could jump on Miami real quick. Like I said, it could be rust. It could be rust, and the Brooklyn Nets could be primed to do what they got to do. Now, I'm gonna keep it. I'm trying to keep it biased, but I'm not. when you got Miami Heat, I'm going with the field. Anybody, I want anybody to beat the Miami Heat. I don't want them to. I just don't want them to three-peat. So if it ain't gonna be the Brooklyn Nets, I'm looking San Antonio on the other side of somebody. So it's not like I'm hating the Heat. I just don't want to see them three-peat. With that being said, I'm just gonna jump out there. I'm gonna go with the Brooklyn Nets. I like the veteran leadership they got with Pierce and Garnett. Darren Williams got to step up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And the X factor is going to be Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson on this game, he's going to be unstoppable. So I'm just hoping Joe Johnson do his thing. So I'm going with the Nets, and they got to do it in 6. They can't go 7. And I know, and then, another factor during the season, they went 4-0 against the Heat. He hasn't beat them over the season. But I understand. We both know this is the playoffs.
Right.
All that. It's more intense. But I'm hoping and praying it's the Nets. It's the Nets in 6. What say you, bro?
Yeah, that team, Brooklyn was built to beat Miami.
Yeah.
They was built to beat Miami, And even though they beat them in the regular season, like you said, we all know don't mean nothing right now, So I don't think that Brooklyn can afford to fall a game or two behind them and be chasing them in the series. They either play with them or stay a game ahead of them. Then anything can happen after that. I love to see Brooklyn, bump them off like that. Can they do it? I don't know. I'm gonna say I think they got the team to do it. They definitely got the team to do it. But they got to play past that will of LeBron would show up sooner or later, And it's not quite the same as that Jordan will, but it's up there, because man for man, Miami don't have the team Brooklyn got. I don't think, But you got to knock the champion out. You can't beat them. And all they did was beat them in the regular season. Now it's time to knock them out, But with all that being said, like you said, I don't want to see them three-peat either. I do think Brooklyn got a better team. I know why you said 6, because if it goes 7, Miami's going to win it in 7. You don't want 7. So, but I'm going to say Brooklyn in 7.
Okay. I think they got the mental fortitude. If they have to do 7, they go ahead and
because they got the players and the coach that can get through a game 7.
Right. Totally agree. And after the start of the lineup, they got a nice little bench too. I'm impressed with Plumlee. I don't know. I can't remember if Sean Livingston started. I'm checking right now, but I'm impressed. They got a deep
players, right?
Bench. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I get with you on that. So you say Nets in 6 was my pick, and Nets in 7 was your pick. So we're both going with
Brooklyn, right?
Okay. Next up, we're going to the West Coast. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. They played last night, and the Clippers broke just straight.
They shot phenomenal. They did. They shot phenomenal, especially from outside.
Right. So they just beat the brakes off the Thunder. They wasn't even that close, as close as the score showed. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, Oklahoma, I'm gonna put it out there. If Zach Randolph wasn't stuck on stupid and pushed, who was that he pushed? Steven Adams. Memphis probably would have got them. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because they that defense that they've showed them with what's his name? Tony Allen. Tony Allen was giving them the fits. He was giving Durant the fits, Westbrook the fits. So if we know Glenn Rivers like we know Glenn Rivers, we know he taking notes. And whenever Chris Paul is not shooting lights out, he gonna go straight defense and give it to Oklahoma City. That's what I'm thinking. They got a deep bench. You got the 6th man of the year and Jamal Crawford. They come off the bench and just shoots lights out. Nothing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They had their chance. They gonna regret getting rid of James Harden because they gonna have enough scoring over there. They gonna let Westbrook unless Durant makes Westbrook pass the ball more so than shoot. They don't have a chance. I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Clippers in 5.
What? Okay.
5. Oklahoma City gonna get one game, but the Clippers they on a mission. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Clippers with 5. What say you?
Nope. Nope. Clippers got a good team. I think Oklahoma still got a better team though.
Woo. Okay.
And they miss Harden, but he ain't never coming back. We can get off of that. But I still think they still got the team to come out, a good enough team to come out of the West. But I think any of the teams that's in the West playing right now can come out. But you got the league MVP over there now. He he's gonna show up. Westbrook is gonna show up. They got two. They don't have 3 great scores. They got 2. But I think they play a little. I think they play a little better defense than the Clippers. Chris
Okay.
Paul now he's not gonna show up every night. Like I said, they just shot phenomenal from outside. That's what beat them. Oklahoma. They're not gonna shoot like that every night. And I'm saying I'm taking Oklahoma at 6. I'm not messing around with the Clippers, though I like some of their players, but no.
Okay.
I got Oklahoma in 6.
All right, gotcha. I put you down for Thunder in 6. Last game we got on the West Coast, we got the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland Trail Blazers, I'm impressed with what they got this year. They got a nice little nucleus with LaMarcus Aldridge, Damian Lillard, Nick Batum. I'm impressed with them. I'm impressed with what they did last series against the Rockets.
Right.
We're talking about a seasoned veteran team that won a championship before and got a Hall of Fame head coach. I like me some. If the Nets can't get rid of the Heat, I'm gonna go with the Spurs on this one. I think the Spurs are gonna go all the way. I'm just gonna jump out there right now and let you know. I'm going with the Spurs all the way coming out the West. This is gonna be their last hurrah. They should have had it last year, but they gave it up. They know they're gonna mend their ways and gonna do it this year. I'm impressed with what I seen in Tony Parker in the last game against Dallas. Ginobili hopefully will show up this year. He won't bow out in the championship. Green, like his maturity. All in all, I ain't gonna waste no time. I like what the Portland Trail Blazers are doing, but it ain't their time yet. This is the time for the San Antonio Spurs. I'm gonna roll with the Spurs in between 5 and 6. I'm gonna respect the Trailblazers. I'm saying 6. I got the Spurs in 6. What say you?
No, I kind of disagree with you on that. I think the Spurs' time was last year, and they missed it. That was their last year. They missed it. And I like what Portland doing this year. I don't think Portland's going to come out of the West, because I think, they're going to run into Oklahoma, because I just picked Oklahoma. So I think they're going to run into Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm picking Portland in 6 games. I don't think no, I think the Spurs, I like the Spurs, the fundamentalist team, they come out and they do what they do. But last year, especially with Ginobili, he had game 6 and 7, he had the freaking brain farts. No. So his time is gone.
Okay.
They done. They're only gonna get so many minutes out of Tim Duncan. He's not gonna give you, 40 plus minutes or put up 30 plus points a game no more. And Portland, I think their athleticism is gonna get them by San Antonio. If nothing,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going.
Wow. I'm shocked. I thought you was gonna roll with the Spurs. Spurs used to be your team, man.
Yes, but I know when to get off a ride.
Okay.
Time to get off.
Okay. Let me ask you one question. Who? Let me look at get the teams back. Who will be your X factor player on each team in the playoffs right now? Let me go with the Indianapolis. I keep saying Indianapolis. Indiana Pacers.
And the faces.
Yes. Who will be the X factor to win that game or win that series rather? Help
When
them win.
series and the Pacers are playing Washington.
Yeah.
I
So
know I know we
give me
both been saying
Hibbert.
got to step up and play whatever, but it's George's team.
Okay. So that's
George,
he's your X factor on that
yeah,
team.
yeah,
I'm gonna stick with Hibbert. You gotta get his head out of his ass and figure out what's going on the court. So they need. I'm gonna say Hibbert is my X factor on that team. Who's your X factor for the Washington Wizards? Let me give you mine real quick. 'Cause it's right there on
okay.
top of
Go
my head.
ahead, go ahead.
Trevor Ariza. If he keep
Yeah,
playing like he playing, because you already know what you're getting from John Wall, you already know what you're getting from Bradley Beal, you already know what you're getting from Nene. Trevor Ariza, even when they played Chicago, I was impressed with his game. So
yeah.
I'm
Got the ball good. Yeah,
so Trevor Ariza my X factor.
he would
His
be my right. He would be my X factor. Yeah.
okay. Next up we have the Miami Heat. Hmm.
Your X factor with the Miami Heat. Now I'm
Uh,
gonna tell you, my X factor is still, and he part of that big three, or so-called big three, is Wade. They only go as far as Wade go.
yes, I agree.
I don't care what LeBron do, what Bosh do. If
Yeah,
Wade not playing good, they lose.
right. I
LeBron
got
can score 70 points. They
yeah.
losing if Wade don't play good.
I'm with you on that one. I was just about to say that. I'm gonna even make it more specific. Wade's knees is the
Yeah,
X factor. If
yeah,
his knees ain't straight, it's over. They're not
right.
going for a three-peat. So,
Yeah.
okay, who they playing? They're playing the Nets. Who's the X factor on the Nets? I'm gonna actually say Darren Williams. He got to come with his A game. If Darren Williams not playing with his A game, I was gonna go with uh you could go with Joe Johnson, but I think he's more consistent. Darren Williams, he's wishy-washy. You don't know what game you're gonna get from him. You can even go with Mason Plumlee, but I'm gonna go with Darren Williams on this one. Who's your X factor on that team?
Yeah, I would go with Joe Johnson, but you got a point with Darren Williams. Darren Williams for last couple of years now. Darren Williams is getting superstar money, but ain't playing superstar.
Mm-hmm.
He
Right.
he's playing an average point guard, doing stuff an average point guard do. You know, with superstar status. So he ain't been the same since he left Utah. I go back and say it, but hey, Utah should have did a little more to keep him and Boozer together. Utah, maybe we be talking about them,
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah,
So who's your X factor?
Joe Johnson.
All right. Cool. Let's go to West Coast. So Oklahoma City Thunder. My X factor would be I'm gonna say Reggie Jackson coming off the bench for Russell Westbrook. Because sometimes Russell Westbrook gonna have a couple of bad games, and he'll have to come up off the bench and save the day. I was gonna go with Cephalosha because I think they gonna need his D on Chris Paul. But right now, I'm gonna pick Reggie Jackson as the X factor coming off the bench for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So who's your X factor on the Thunder?
I'm gonna say Ibaka, Serge Ibaka.
Okay, good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, because if he can keep Blake Griffin both of his feet on the ground, that'll give them a chance, to do some things, because Blake Griffin, even though he got a little jump shot now, whatever, you rather
Mm,
him be shooting that than running up and down the court dunking.
right.
So yeah, he gonna have to keep a body on that cat, So
Okay.
he will be my X factor.
Okay.
Hmm.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, it's easily for me. I know who's gonna be my X factor. It's gonna be DeAndre Jordan. Jordan.
Hmm.
He got played solid defense. He could have won Defensive Player of the Year if it was for Joakim Noah. He blocks shots. He gets the rebounds. He guards the paint. The key factor is him shooting these free throws at the end of the game. If he can't make the free throws at the end of the game, Glenn Rivers is going to have to take them out, and that's going to be a hindrance for the defense. I'm going to say DeAndre Jordan for the simple fact he got to concentrate and hit these free throws at the end of the game. He did good last game, but he got to be more consistent. He need to be practicing right now in the gym shooting free. So who's your X factor for the?
That's a good pick. I would go with him too because he's going to be a difference maker.
Yeah.
And they shot horrible at the line the first game, even though they won it.
Yeah.
They shot real bad then, but they hit a lot of threes. They hit more threes than free throws. So,
right.
Yeah, I would agree. I would go with him. Yeah.
Okay. So we got the San Antonio Spurs and the Portland Trail Blazers. We go with San Antonio first. My X factor is going to be Danny Green.
I was just thinking that. He choked last year too.
Yeah, he did. He didn't choke as bad as Manu, but he's got to. He has to be more consistent. There was games where he shined,
right,
and stuff. But when it came to game 6 and 7, it was like, oh, dude, come on. He was throwing bad passes, had turnovers at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So Danny Green is mine. I'm sure it sounds like he's yours too.
Yeah, he is. He's
okay.
Because he has to. Everybody know. Well, we thought we knew last year with Ginobili. Everybody know what Ginobili can do and what he's gonna bring, whatever. But Green, he can keep defenses honest.
Mm-hmm.
If he hitting his shot.
Yeah. Exactly. A whole lot of things. There'd be a domino effect if he's good at his game. That means he opened up spaces for Tony Parker to slash.
Exactly. Drive and dump the ball off to Duncan or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this is gonna be hard on the Portland Trail Blazers because you have your, I ain't gonna say superstars, but you have your stars, and then it drops. So it's hard for me to, you got your Damian Lillard, you got your LaMarcus Aldridge, Nicholas Batum, and then you drop.
Right.
I can't even tell you nobody else on that team actually. So I'm gonna pick going up against the San Antonio Spurs. I believe LaMarcus Aldridge. You gonna get your game out of Damian. That's constant. And not saying LaMarcus Aldridge is not constant either. He played a hell of a series.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see nobody else on this team that's going to actually step up and do something. I'm looking at the roster now. I'm gonna have to say I'm just gonna go with Nicholas Batum.
Mm-hmm.
just off of him, he got to be more consistent, just like Damian Lillard and LaMarcus Aldridge. So who do you say?
I know you. We said individual X factor, but this may be the only game where, as a unit, Portland's bench.
I got you.
They have to play as one. To play as one individual, because they're gonna. That's the one thing they're gonna need to do against San Antonio. I think they can do it. They just they got to get it done. It's not gonna be no one person that stand out. I don't see it.
Gotcha.
I'll have to put a little asterisk next to it and say bench.
I'm good. I can agree with you on that one. There got to be a whole team effort to go up against San Antonio Spurs. So that's a good pick right there.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Well, that's all we got for y'all people. Those are our 2014 NBA conference semifinal picks. Thanks for watching. Tell us what you think. Hit it down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel by clicking it. It's somewhere around here. If you're on YouTube channel, it's around here somewhere. Click on the channel so you can see our future videos. And let's see where the chips fall. Because this time we went different on a couple of games.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How this turned out, man. So that's what we got. Check us out. We everywhere. Check out the blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. Check us out on Facebook, Get With It Sports. Check out the YouTube channel, Get With It Sports 2. If you have any questions or comments or want us to do something, hit us on email at getwithitsports2, number 2, at gmail.com. And I think I just covered everything, bro. Oh, Google Plus.
Google Plus.
Brandon Glass. You can find us there. And that's about it. So let's enjoy. Hopefully, the second round was just as enjoyous as the first round. It was intense.
I think so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good season. Good playoff season. So let's shut the door. Let's close shop on this one. All right. This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. I'm Glass.
I'm Brandon.
Best tag team tandem out there in sports talk on YouTube. And as always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.